What's good, y'all? What's up, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? If I sound exhausted, it's because I am. Okay. But what's up, y'all? Y'all make sure to hit this like button on y'all way in. Cause I only see 12 likes and there's 68 heads in here. I don't understand. Hey y'all. Y'all come on up in here. Demare, listen, I'm already finna digging her ass at the end of this thing, so don't add on to it anymore. But the gag is, I really don't care if she did it. What's good, y'all? Child. I ain't gonna necessarily say I'm team Mama Betty, but Mellow Mellow, yeah, you gonna hear my mouth, girl. You are. Cause I do agree with Stormy and Mama Betty. Now I ain't gonna say I'm team Miss Betty, Mama Betty, but I do agree with Stormy and Mama Betty. I absolutely agree with Stormy and Mama Betty. And we go get down to why I agree with Stormy and Mama Betty once we get there. I'm trying to sound enthused. Who's that, Catherine? I'm trying to sound enthused, but I ain't. Okay. I'm trying, but I ain't. Listen, y'all watching this for free. Okay. So if I decide I want to come up here mad, sad, bitter, and angry, fine, because you ain't have to pay for it unless you a member. Did Trey come over? No. That's probably what my problem is. Stormy keeps it awfully cute when she's addressing Melody, someone who she has real beef with, no, who really impacted her bottom line. Child. Ah, Lord, y'all make sure to get these likes up, though, girl. Yes, ma'am. Who is this? Oh, I can't even get my thing down. Kim, what's good, Kim? Thank you for your cash app, boo. Perk up. I am perk. And I ain't talking about the kind Kiki on either. Okay, I ain't talking about the kind Kiki on, but I am perked up. I'm as perked as I can get. Thank you for your cash app, though, baby. I don't know. I'll probably pull it. I will pull it together once the thing, once it's going on. Not the whole reunion was tied through. We only on the second part. Yeah, KCD, where you been? I've been saying that for I don't know how long, KCD. Like that ain't nothing new. And Mello Mello trying to act like she ain't know nothing about it. Okay. Yeah, Mellow Mellow, you gonna hit my mouth once we get down to that part. But don't worry, the Mellow Mellow crew, I'll forewarn y'all before we get there. But yeah, oh yeah, she gonna get it. Cause for somebody that don't like people playing in her face, she don't mind getting up here playing in ours, and that's what I don't appreciate. But I mean, for the most part, they gave me some. They gave me something to talk about. I got some notes. So I mean, it ain't all terrible. You know what I mean? Baby me. Mhm. Lord Jesus. All right, y'all. We finna get started because we almost to the 10-minute mark. We got 30 more seconds. Yes, that part right there. Oh Lord. Hey y'all. Dear Lord God Almighty. So yeah, this is part two of this reunion, season 6, episode 33. Child. What did y'all think of the second part of the reunion? All right. It won't bad. It won't bad. Like I ain't sounded like this because I was bored to tears. Um, just one of them days is all. Them nights or whatever. But okay, there you go. But I'm gonna give y'all what I got. Anyhow, I'm waiting for my thing to load up. Okay. They're not upset with her because she did something, Mackie. See, y'all always want to be so quick to put on y'all damn capes. They're not upset with her because she did anything. They upset with her because she didn't do anything. That's the part that y'all ain't understand. Like, and I keep trying to tell y'all this. Y'all Shiro can make mistakes. She can be wrong and she can be foul and she can handle people not right the same way y'all feel like people do her not right. You understand me? So let's not do that. All right. Let's not do that. All right. I know y'all got this thing to where y'all are like, she's perfect and she can't do no wrong and everybody else is wrong and they're just picking on her. Girl, please. But we gonna get there when we get there. We ain't there yet. All right, because y'all know Lil Mackey is another JoJo. Like he's a troll, in my opinion. Because I don't bit more believe Mackey believe half of the shit that he be coming up here saying when it come to her. All right. I just feel like he do what JoJo do. when we be on the whether you like it or not panel, and when it comes to robbing dick 'em down way down to the damn ground Dixon Esquire, and he do what Busy Blue Ryan there do when it comes to Morocco Mo Marie Ryan there the Bell Collective. Y'all know how they do. All right, I don't take Lil Mackie serious, so don't y'all take Lil Mackie serious. All right, don't take Lil Mackie serious. Anyway, so it starts off with the argument between Tisha and Kiki. And Tisha said that Kiki and Amin been cheating on each other throughout their marriage. And Kiki admits to it. I read Marie down. Thank you. I try. Um, Kiki, I'm gonna be honest with you, friend. That's why you need to stay off of social media. You're another Candace. You get on social media and you run your mouth, and it be like a little bit too much sometimes, friend. Because when other content creators, and I ain't gonna say who, but I am, when Marcella and all of them was running around here saying and putting it out there that you and Amin had some things going on within y'all marriage and so on and some such. You was on social media saying that it wasn't true. And now you're up here and you're admitting to it. And when you're on social media, you kept telling the people, well, watch and see what happens, watch and see what happens. Here's my thing about it, Kiki. It's weird. Because for me, I don't feel as though you really won anything. See, Kiki, you could have neutralized all of this that Tisha is giving had you just admitted up to this once it first been said. See, that's the thing that a lot of y'all don't get. It's best to just admit some shit. Like how she waited to strategically wait to get up here at the reunion and use that to embarrass you with it. Had you just admitted it once this was coming out way back when, she wouldn't have been able to use this. And if she did, it would have fell flat. Like, girl, we know this. She admitted that. Tell us something that we don't know. Do you get my drift, Kiki? Because I know you watch, girl. Okay, because I know you watch. But that's how this works, Kiki. Fix your own tea before the next person do it for you. And then they're gonna add in all type of sugars and sweeteners, honeys, lemons, limes, and whatever else you put in your damn tea. All right. And you know I love you to pieces, Kiki. You know that. You know how I feel about you. You know you my girl in the bag of pearls, but I can only go off of what I see. And for me, you're denying it on social media and you getting up here and admitting it now, that really does nothing. It really doesn't. Because for me, it's like, well, then what was the purpose? My thing, but see, Kiki, that's another thing. That right there is the reason why the best thing you should have did was just come up here and give your truth and give your story and so on and some such, because you got all this stuff going on between you and the mean that now you're admitting to. But the thing about it is, Kiki, all of that stuff would have meant more and would have been made way more important during the show. You get my drift? So it's not your whole storyline, it's just Tisha and her husband. Even if you was gonna come up here and bust out Marcel, you could have still done that while still giving your real damn life, girl. You could have did all of that and still gave your real damn life. What would we have to say other than, damn, Kiki, she your cousin, get your shit together? But at least we can't say that you're not giving anything. At least we can't accuse you of using them for a storyline, which you say that they used you for. But when in reality, Kiki, your whole storyline this season has been Marceau cheating, Marceau cheating, Marceau cheating. I got the proof. I got the proof. I got the proof. Marceau cheating, Marceau cheating, Marceau cheating. Like, do I have it wrong, y'all? Am I pressing the issue too much? Thank you, babe, for your cash app. I ain't gonna say your name, but 1111. Thank you, babe. I totally appreciate you for your cash app, baby. Thank you for the support. Anybody else like to donate? Feel free. But Am I reaching too much, y'all? Like I said, Kiki, I wouldn't have a huge issue with you trying to prove Marcel cheating so long as you was giving your real damn life. And that's another thing that kills me with the double standards on this show in particular, because we love to pick and choose when a person is supposed to give their real life and when they're not. We give people mellow excuses, and we make all of these allowances, and the goalposts constantly moving. Shout out to Candace Big Face Dilla Bassett round there, like how she talked about how the goal constantly moves around there with them. It does constantly move with Mellow and her folk, because she could get up here and really not give anything or give none of her real life, or she could get up here, give Kiki a drug test, argue with Leisure Suit, play nice with the rest of the cast members, and everybody's fine with that. But when it comes to all of the cast members and they basically give the same judge, they're not giving enough, or they don't want to be honest with this, or they're not giving their real lives, or why do we have to talk about, like, I don't know, like I say, like, it's just like this crowd in particular, I can't. Like, I can't. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Like, the people came under my comments last week talking about some, well, look at how Martell is. Why would she bring her man? Who gives a fuck? This is reality TV. And nobody else will be able to make that type of allowance. Tisha wouldn't be able to make that type of allowance. Kimmy wouldn't be able to make that type of allowance. Y'all wouldn't understand it if it were them. Everybody's whole thing will be, there they go again, not being real, not being honest, not being this and that. They worried about mail, but they not being honest. I mean, I don't. Then she don't need to be here, Mackie. That's my point too. That is what kills me with everybody else as well, because we make that same assumption for everybody else. But again, Mackie, that's what I mean by making allowances and moving goalposts. That right there, Mackie, that's the prime example of what I mean, because nobody else on that stage will be able to get away with that shit, and it be okay, and people will understand and move on. No, that's not the case. But we gonna move on. I've been said I wanted her ass gone, Mackie. I've been said that about her since season 3. Why do you think the people don't like me? I've been said that. I've been saying her and Leisure Suit ass need to be gone. I've been saying that since season 3, Mackie. We in season 6. How many more times do I gotta say it? And I don't say it to get the respect from nobody. I say it because that's how the hell I feel. I don't feel as though at this point neither one of them still needs to be on the show. They're serving no purpose at this point. But again, we're gonna move on. I already talked about Kiki admitting to it. So is Tisha in denial of Marcel's cheating and Carlos' messy axes Kimmy and Mello? But you know what? I appreciate the answers that both Kimmy and Mello gave. All right. And I guess I'll accept it. Because what I think don't matter. Okay. What I think don't matter. But I appreciate the answers that both Kimmy and Mello gave. They gave very mature, roundabout answers. Saying it without saying it. Those type of things. All right. Tisha and Marceau use Melody and Martell for their storyline for 5 seasons. Absolutely not. And I would love to see where. When and where has Tisha and Marceau used Mellow Mellow and Leisure Suit for a storyline for 5 seasons? When for the past 3 seasons, it's been the Mel and Tail show. Season 4, season 5, I mean, it was a mixture, I guess. I don't know. Moving on. Miss Ann always thinks Miss Ann always pull me in. Miss Ann, not tonight. I don't feel like it. I I really don't. I don't feel like it. So we get down to Kiki's addiction. Um, Carlos asks the Scots, do they think she's still using? Marceau says he thinks so. Tisha says she knows for a fact her ass still using, and y'all can't tell her otherwise. Um, Kiki says that she's been taking methadone, but when she took her drug test, it showed up negative for methadone. Did she use somebody else's piss? And Kiki swear up and down she ain't used nobody else's pee. Um, I mean that's what Kiki said. To me, that's what it's given. Because my thing is, if it was your piss, Kiki, then you would have tested positive for methadone. All right. You would have tested positive for methadone if it was your piss. So fine. It won't Mellow Mellow's piss. Was it the producer that you said came up in there with y'all? All right. Was it a means piss? Like, did y'all catch a pigeon outside and use its piss? Like somebody's piss other than yours was used, Kiki. It's the point I'm trying to make. Because for her to read down all of what the test says, and she clearly says methadone, and the test the negative, and you up here saying that you was on it and you was on it then, and you don't get while it ain't up there now. Again, I love you to pieces, Kiki, but what you mean don't get the producers in trouble? Nah, fuck that. Whose piss did you, whom's urine did you use, Kiki? Because black folk good for that. Black folk will put their churn piss in a baggie real quick. You understand me? Whose piss did you use, Kiki? Fine, it didn't have to be Mellow Mellows, but you used somebody damn piss, girl, because I don't understand how you took your methadone and then you said you took it that day, but yet it's not showing up in your. I mean, okay, Kiki. Okay, Kiki. You said it won't you, and you said that you took, and then Mellow Mellow came up in there trying to clean it up, talking about stuff. She definitely took it because I went in there with it and the producer. Okay, so fine. It's either between Mellow Mellow or the producer. So whose piss was it, Kiki? Or did you grab a shadow being from outside the wall and use its piss? Whose piss was it, Kiki? Kiki admits that it was her that was seen on the Home Depot video, but she denies what the people saying that she did. Well, Kiki, I'm real glad that you admitted that, sis, because now I can admit it. I can freely admit, hell yeah, that was you. I knew that was you when I first saw it then, and I knew it was your ass now. But again, Kiki, we friends, girl, and I wasn't even finna do you like that. So I went on ahead and chose to turn a blind eye. But I'm really glad, Kiki, that you decided to admit that that was indeed you on that CCTV camera. And I hope it all works out for you, Kiki. You understand? You said that you won't out there poaching them people out and carrying on. And I'm still choosing to believe that, Kiki. All right. Moving on. Uh and Kiki, if you was gonna go up in the store, girl, how you gonna go up in it? Kiki, no shade or tea to you. No shade or tea to you, Kiki, but the woman that I did see up there, and I said this in my tea talk, I said she looked like she just got finished putting back to. Because now that you admitted that that was you, I'm not even gonna go there, Kiki. Because we friends, girl. I ain't gonna do you like that. I'm gonna move on. Now that you admitted that it was you, I'm not gonna go there. Um, we moving on to the Whitlows. Thank you for showing up, Kiki, for your well, technically this ain't your first reunion. But I appreciate you showing up, Kiki. I just really wished it would have went better for you. I really wished you would have done a better season. I do, Kiki, because I really feel like you dropped the ball. For like your first official season, Kiki, I really feel like you dropped the ball a lot, friend. And I'm only telling you this because I am your friend. I feel like you dropped the ball a lot, and you actually had a real story to tell and a real story to give. Fuck what them mellow hoes run around there talking about. Because that's what you went around there listening to. Kiki, no, ma'am. Listen to me, because I am your real friend, and I gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you the truth. This was not a good look for you, Kiki. This was not a good reunion for you, Kiki. It really was not. All right. And if you do come back for season 7, I hope you take a look at this season as well as the reunion, and you do a much better job of it. All right. Not that I know, because I won't be watching it. Well, I might watch it, but I'm not reviewing it. That's a no-no. Moving on, Kiki. Thank you so much, Boo, for your PayPal. Yes, ma'am, for the PayPal, Miss Paula. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you, Miss Paula, for your PayPal, Boo. I love you too, baby. I appreciate you for being here, Boo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, babe. Anybody else like to donate? Feel free. Anywho, excuse me. The Whitlows and the Fletchers joined the stage, and then Chris came on in a loud red ass 3-piece suit. But if I had to vote who red suit was the best, Carlos was the best, and Chris would come right beside him. All right, but I don't know. Was the men supposed to be in red, and the Scott brothers decided to wear what the hell they wanted to wear right along with Courtney or something? I don't know, but fine. Um, we get down to Leisure Suits Real for the season. Um, so Leisure Suits says that he and she, but not a goddamn thing, were never a couple. She was his friend girl. Then the nigga turned around and said that they was dating. Like, And don't get me wrong, dating and being somebody's girlfriend, they can be considered two totally different things to certain people. But I just feel like, in my opinion, dating is the same as saying that's your girlfriend. Because like you're taking the time out to really like be with a person and get to know a person on that level. Usually dating turns into like what y'all said it was. Whatever. 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 Um Lewis says that Tiff Taff added some extra stank to what went down between the meeting between her, Leisure Suit, and Marcel. But he still feels the same way now that he did back then, and that was the fact that two men should not have talked to his wife. Well, then your wife should not have been all up in them people business. That's how I feel. I feel like if you don't want nobody having no type of conversations with your wife, then your wife shouldn't have been so damn messy like she was. Okay, Big Lou, and that's just the short and long of it. You don't want nobody saying nothing to her or having no conversations with her, then she need to learn how to keep her damn mouth shut. That's how I feel. You keep saying Marceau shouldn't have been there. Marceau could be wherever the flying damn well hell he pleases in his business. So yeah, if I was Marceau, I'd have sat my happy hip ass right there too, bitch. This my shit. I cut the lights on and off. I count the registers. I make the drinks. I pay the bills. I pay the mortgage. You understand me? I open up. I close out. This is mine. Everything up in here is mine. All right. So I ain't necessarily mad for Marceau being there. Sis, shit. The hell you mean? You shouldn't have been messy. Tiffany, point blank, it would have been nothing for Leisure Suit to have to come and talk to you about if you wasn't so busy trying to be messy. So no, I feel the same way you feel the same way, Big Lou Den, that you do now. So do I, nigga. I feel this same way that I feel now. I felt the way back then too, and I still stand on that. Moving on. How Tiff Tap feels about being called a Karen? Well, you are, and you being half breed have nothing to do with it. All right, you're just a Karen, and you proved that. You proved that when you went back home to Big Lou and you gave his version of the story of what happened down at the meeting between you, Leisure Suit, Marceau. You proved that then. You proved it at the baby shower when you went into when you had to hold on to something and grab somebody and oh my god, I feel dizzy, I feel lightheaded, I feel lightheaded. Oh my god, I think my mucus plug just fell out and all the rest of this stuff. Like you proved that then. Trying to blame PPD on your messiness. That's another form of being a Karen because you've been messy since you got up here. You've been messy. You being pregnant with baby Ace, having baby Ace, and developing PPD had nothing to do with you being messy, being in everybody else's business but your own, and so on and some such. Like, don't do that. Moving on. Why did Leisure shoot and she been out a goddamn thing? No, Terrence, not half breed, not right. She is. She is. What you mean that ain't right? She is. If I wanted to insult her, I would have said something else. I ain't want to insult her. She is. She's a half breed. The hell you mad at me for? Hey, what's good, bestie? What's good, best friend? Talk about some not half breed. She is. You acting like I told a lie. She is. And I'm damn sure not finna use her being a half breed as an excuse for her messiness either. Um, why did Leisure Suit and She Been Out of Goddamn Thing stop dating? Because Leisure Suit ain't got no money to keep She Been Out of Goddamn Thing. That's why. If Leisure Suit has some bread and some means like that, and if his life was on a much better playing field, she would still be with him. She found no value in being with him. Like, and that's why it didn't work. He found value in being with her. She ain't find none of being with him. That's an insult. To who? Because I only talked about Tiffany. So who is it an insult to? Tiffany, the only one that should feel insulted. Now nobody else. Tiffany been up here, been offending people since she got up here. Why should I care about her being offended? Anyway, how Leisure Sue felt about Mello Mello's tad ass name changer ceremony. Um, fine. Mixed people. All right, fine. Fine. She mixed company. Is that better? Fine. I'm not about to place her being mixed company. Blame her being mixed company on her being messy. There we go. All is well in order. Um. So yeah, how Leisure Suit felt about Mello Mello's tad ass name changer ceremony. You knew he cared. Okay, it cared. It cared, and it hurt his feelings, and he didn't like it. Now it's interesting because, and this don't come from me, but I understand it. But it's interesting because a lot of people feel like Mello Mello won't doing nothing but being petty when it came down to that. Because a lot of people felt like, well, it's been about what, 2 years at this point. What's the purpose of waiting until the cameras are around to want to have a name changing ceremony? Why should people have to go out of their way to take off work and go buy a dress and a suit to come sit and melt in the hot ass sun listening to you say bows to yourself about changing your name when it's been over what, 2.5 years at this point? There was a lot of people, Mellow Mellow, that was under my comments in particular that was saying that, and I can't necessarily say them folks was wrong. Okay, I can't necessarily say them people was lying. Now I didn't say that, but I understood where the people was coming from. I did. I understood where the people was coming from. So if that's the case, so then does Leisure Suit have a point in why she did what she did? Did she do it as a dig? I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. And I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I do. I do feel like in a lot of ways, Mello Mello knew exactly what she was doing when it came down to this name changing ceremony. This tad ass name changing ceremony. And wanted to film it on the show. After. It's been over 2.5 years at this point. Now, Mello Mello, had you did this maybe like after the first year or so, then whatever. But like after 2 years, girl, ah, move on. Is Leisure Suit with the harlot? He says no. Mello Mello says she don't believe that. Um, She says she doesn't believe it and says that he definitely did tell her that he and she about not a goddamn thing was nothing more or nothing less than a business arrangement. And not only did he tell her that, the court stenographer got it documented in the court documents. Leisure Suits gets pissed. He sashays Shantae up off the stage. as best as he could without ripping apart at the damn seams. Came back with a manila envelope, pulling the damn Monique tees. I listen. Disagree, friend. She was going to keep Holt as her last name until he kept acting like a fool. Uh-huh. Almost bust out of that suit. Period. My thing is, why do we care about him, and she about a goddamn thing? Like none of us never really believed it. None of us never really felt like it was based or built on anything genuine in the first. So it's like, does it really matter? And do we really care at this point? Like they're not together. Per his words, they never really was together. So why? I mean, fine. I guess since we supposed to care, but I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. Then she gets into this whole spiel about how whenever the Eminem clan around there, and she be hearing the harlot in the background, and how dare he have her around the kids, and and after everything that she's done, and so on and some such, and yada yada yada, and blah 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 blah. Because y'all know with the whole stalking and carrying on and some such. I mean, Mellow Mellow, I totally understand that. But here's the thing, love. He got a child with her. So Mellow Mellow, you're just gonna have to get over that, sis. Like at this point, see it you would have a point if there wasn't a child involved. Because then it's like I don't want her nowhere, and I feel like this and I feel like that. But at the end of the day, you're always gonna have to deal with that shit because they have a child. All right. Your children and Knox are siblings. I know. I know. I know, Mellow Mellow, I know. But that's just the gross reminder, and that's just the gross reality, of this situation. Your children and her child are related. They're blood. I know. I know. So you would be naive to think there's gonna be times when the churn around there, her big apple headed ass ain't gonna be there. Why wouldn't she be there? You know this lady is a starving artist and she looking for any type of attention and any type of clout. Why wouldn't she? She's because she already knows more than likely Leisure Suit is probably gonna want to take some pictures or take this or take that, and she gonna want to let it be known that she ran it. Ain't nothing you could do about that, Mellow Mellow. I'm sorry, baby, but it's just not. Unfortunately for you. And it sucks and it ain't fair. It sucks and it ain't fair, but life ain't fair, baby. Your children and Lil Knox, they're related. They are brother and sister. You understand? They stuck with each other for life. They both carry their daddy blood. I mean, it don't say much, but they both carry their daddy blood, honey. All right. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And, that's just that. And, it ain't fair, but, what can you do? Well, I tell you what, it's a couple of things you could do, but I ain't gonna tell you that up here because I want to stay monetized. I DM you some the things that you could do if you really want to keep that treacherous hoe away from your churn. I DM you when I get off of here, Mellow Mellow. We'll talk in the DMs. I can't do that up here. If you really want her gone, but I DM you, girl. Um, is Leisure Suit still in love with Mellow Mellow? No, no, no. No. Her point has always been, despite their kids being siblings, there's no guarantee that coleslaw will not mistreat her children when they're in Martell's custody. And again, I, that ain't none of my business. That's for her to deal with. Take that up to the courts. Okay, take that up to the courts. No, he's not. Did you call that lady the Scarlet Harlot? Yes, I did. Thank you for your super chat, boo. Thank you, baby. Anybody else like to donate? PayPal, Cash App, all that's available. No, he's not. He's not in love with her. All right, and y'all need to get that up out y'all head. He's not in love with her, y'all. Y'all think love got to do with that? Hell no. She's the one that got away. All right, that's what this is all about. It's not about love, y'all. It's not. He's upset at the fact that he thought she was never gonna leave him, and she did. Now he's trying to fight tooth and nail to get her back. It ain't got nothing to do with love. It's the fact that he thought that this would never be him. That's what this is. It ain't got nothing to do ego. That's right there. This ain't got nothing to do with love. It is ego. His ego is bruised because he always felt like no matter what he did, no matter who he slept with, no matter how things went down, she was going to need him. He was under that impression she's going to need me. She carries the Hart name. We have this together. We have that together. She say she done. She ain't done. Yeah, I got his kid out there, but it'll be all right. She'll learn to love him the way she loved her kid. That's what he thought. Then she pulled a Bernadine from Waiting to Exhale and got the hell up out of there. And his ego was bruised. That's why I don't even think it's him trying to get her back. I think it's him trying to torture her. And I think she realized that. I do. It's like some sick, twisted type of torture thing with him. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with love. That he don't love that damn woman. It ain't got shit to do with love. All of it is ego. It ain't love. That's not love. His ego is bruised. Be clear. Why do you think he's allowing constantly coming on live with the harlot, doing this with the harlot and that with the harlot when he already knows it's gonna get picked up by the blog? He claims he wants all this peace and why you posting this and why you posting that, but look at what he doing and look at who he doing it with. And that ain't love, y'all. It's ego. And he, in his mind, the best person that he can use to sting her with is his slut. Come on now. That's all that is. He couldn't hurt her with she better not a goddamn thing because she better not a goddamn thing. He can't hurt her with that or make her feel no type of way with that. Narcissist can't doesn't have the capacity to love anyone, in my opinion. Not even they damn kids. I feel like they only feel that way about their children is because it's their children and they have to feel that way. Narcissism is for themselves. It's not about what you want or what makes you happy. It's always and forever going to be about them. Did y'all not realize that his whole thing is you didn't do me like this. You wasn't giving me this. You wasn't giving me that. I was asking you for this. I was asking you for that. Da, 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 da. Please, y'all need to stop forcing that love shit. That's it. It ain't love. Anyway, y'all kill me with that. Tip Tap having PPD and stop filming. Mama Betty and Junior joined the stage. First and foremost, Junior, listen, save the French for the Golden Girls or Diana's Dolls or the J Sets. Like men and French, I just don't like it. Okay, Junior. I don't like men in French. The French just don't do it for me. It's no shade, but the French just the suit was cute, but the French was not. I didn't like it. I mean, you was cute in it, but I didn't like it. Mama Betty, Mama Betty showed up in show Mama Betty showed up at her pastor's anniversary banquet dinner realness. Okay, she showed up at her in her pastor's church anniversary banquet dinner realness. Shout out to you, shout out to you, Mama Betty. Dear God. Uh, dear Lord God. Anywho, and this was your first reunion, Mama Betty. You better shout out to you, sir. All right, you told these people nerve up to the point that you had to be brought to the reunion. I ain't mad with him, Mama Betty. You and y'all following Tisha and Marceau's formula. Because we got a bunch of Scots on stage. Now we got a bunch of Steels on stage because we got Mama Betty, we got Junior, we got Stormy, we got Courtney. Like, that's how y'all supposed to do it. That's how y'all supposed to do it. I ain't even mad with it. Anyway, Mama Betty says that her issue with Mello Mello was that when people were saying all of those negative things about her daughter, Stormy, in them Love and Marriage Huntsville chat groups and how all of them blamed her for the recording that happened in the home. Mama's Betty whole thing was you saw what the people was running the narrative that they was running around with, and you said nothing. And you allowed all of them people to run down on her daughter and want to call, had them people go and call Tarjay and Macy's and Sam's Club and BJ's and Walgreens and CVS's and Family Dollars and Dollar Generals and Dollar Trees and so on and some such trying to take her stuff all because all because they're on a reality show and they're playing reality TV show games. And these people took it upon themselves to get hot with them and want to sit up here and mess with these women business. And it was all in the Huntsville group chat. And Mello Mello, be clear, use a black ass lie. I totally, thoroughly believe that you be in a lot of them chats because they're dedicated on your behalf. They're not there for Stormy and Courtney. They're not there for Tisha and Marceau. They're not there for Kimmy and Maurice. They're not there for the Fletchers. They're not there for the Whitlows. Them all your bitches. So I'm not even upset at Mama Betty for coming up here and being like, girl, back. And I'm not mad at Stormy for saying, bitch, get out of my face trying to see Stormy, listen. Like the smoke that you have for Letitia, I would have felt better had you gave Mello Mello that same smoke because I feel like it's more deserving on that side than it is with Tisha. Like this is another thing that I be talking about. Like child, Bulldog. Who is Bulldog? Who is Bulldog? Who is Bulldog? Who y'all calling the Bulldog? Every person on the stage have fans that say crazy stuff. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. You don't have none of the other Scott fans calling nobody else's job trying to get their products snatched off the shelf. You don't have none of the other cast fan people sitting over here trying to dig up dirt, dig up past information, dig up background checks, dig up this. No other fan girl does that. So don't do that shit. All right. Please don't see, this is what like, and that's what I'm saying. Mellow, again, you have a huge problem with people playing in your face, but you don't mind playing in nobody else's. I won't mad at Stormy for saying, girl, please. Yes, you do. Mellow, you really expect for me to sit here and believe you had no clue of what was being said about Stormy in the Love and Marriage Huntsville chat groups? None, absolutely none. You had zero clue at all of any of the things that was being said and how this girl was being drugged over something that she didn't even damn do. No clue at all. You see every damn thing else, but that skipped you, and you didn't see that. And I agree with Betty. All it takes is y'all got it wrong. No, Stormy did not record me or put recordings in my house. That was for my ex. I was talking about my ex-husband. I was not talking about Stormy, y'all. Now, yes, you did say something. You came out and said something after everybody done ate that girl up, and then it became a problem, and it got brought up to your attention, and you got accused of it. Then you decided to speak up on it. But the time for you to say something was once you saw all the calamity happen in the comments. That was the time for you to press your button and be like, nah, I won't talk about her. I was talking about Leisure Suit. It had nothing to do with her. See, you could have alleviated all of that. I just said she did. I just sat here and said you did say something, but only after you got called out about it. Did I not just sit here and say that? Yeah, she said something. She said something after she got called out about it. After Mama Betty called her ass out about it, and then it was a whole conundrum about it. Then she decided to come up here and be like, no, because I talked about that, and I made a tea talk about that. She did. I was back in Virginia when that happened. That was last year. My question is, why Betty ain't mad at Tisha on behalf of her daughter? Because what Tisha say don't hold no weight, no value. That's why. Why would Mama Betty put in all of her anger on Tisha when the real enemy is sitting right there across from her? Why? Why? It won't Tisha people that was doing all that foolishness. It was Mellow people. Nah, she'll worry about Tisha tomorrow. She here to get things straight with Mellow today, and I ain't mad at it. We'll deal with Tisha later. Tisha alleged her daughters was a pill popper. What's more damaging? Like I said, we are not gonna sit over here and play the game of semantics and this, that, and this. Child, boo! She's giving her energy to where it needs to be given to. Flat. I don't know why y'all feel like Mello ain't nobody supposed to say nothing to her ass. Kiss my ass with that. I don't know why y'all feel as though ain't nobody supposed to say nothing to her when they feel away about something that she did. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're calling her ass out about it. Ain't nobody down there, no punk ass bitches. I don't know why y'all feel as though they're not supposed to say nothing to her. She felt the way about what she did with her daughter, and they were supposed to be friends, real friends. Y'all trying to throw in Tisha. Tisha and Stormy weren't real friends. Stormy and Mello Mello supposedly was. She can't say nothing. She can't do nothing. She can't go nowhere. She can't go to the bathroom, blow her nose, nothing. I guess the girl can't do nothing right now. I mean, yeah, she can, but when she's wrong, she's wrong. Y'all have such an issue when a person call her out for being wrong. She's wrong. Sorry, she's wrong. She's wrong. Period. She wrong. Sorry, you feel that way. Oh well. I'm sure the rest of the cast members feel that way. Who gives a shit? She I'm sure the rest of the cast members feel exactly who gives a shit. She's wrong. Like I'm sure the rest of the cast feel the exact same way. They can't ever post nothing that's going good with them without people coming around there equating it to Mellow Mellow. So I mean, they all feel the same way. So I mean, hey, Betty don't like Mel from season one. It's giving ulterior motives. I didn't like Melody season one, and I don't like her now. I mean, even if she didn't, and she wasn't supposed to come up here and like her ass, and why should her feelings change about Mellow Mellow now that she's on the show? That's dumb. I'm not about to sit over here and fake the funk with you just because I'm on the show. Hell no. If I got a problem with you, I got a problem with you, whether I'm on the show or not. I'm through with it too, Lil Mackie. I'm through with it too. I'm through all that. I'm sick of all of it. I'm sick of the double standards. I'm sick of the goalposts constantly moving around. I'm sick of can't nobody say nothing to her ass without it being a whole bunch of pushback and blowback and this, that, and this. Like I'm tired of it too. I'm tired of it too. Betty was in the Facebook group dragging that lady season one. She's lying about her issue. But she never denied that though. And again, so what? So what? Y'all get mad at Betty for doing the exact same shit to her. Her hoes do to other people. I don't get it. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I mean, even so what? So what? That's how I feel about it. So what? So what? Okay, so what? If she came up in there in season one dragging Mellow Mellow girl who didn't, so what? So what? Like that's how I. So what? Like and so what? Like so. So shit. I'm glad. I'm glad it's people that's on that stage that ain't glad to say this is how the fuck you made me feel, girl. So what you finna do about it? And you ain't finna backpedal a pussy pop in a handstand your ass up out of it either. I'm glad it's people that's on that stage that ain't scared to do that. I'm glad of that. I'm glad there's people on the stage that's not trying to do her and treat her like the Vershandi, a pig in the blanket face ass Henderson of this thing. I'm glad of that. That makes for a good show. I'm glad of that. I'm glad ain't nobody up there scared to say how they feel. I'm glad of that. Issues out of fan pages. We need to be honest with that. They come after the cast and YouTubers. That's not okay. These attacks have gone too far, doing lawsuits, showing up to people's job. Right, right. But who do we got to blame for that? Again, there are no Scott fans that's doing that. Ain't no Beasley fans that's doing that. Ain't no Whitlow fans that's doing that. I mean, so I'm pretty sure it's about to be a whole bunch of a whole bunch of hold dogs or whatever the case may be. But not that. It is what it is, child. They'll be all right. Okay. They'll be all right, because that's what I got for y'all hoes. Okay. Y'all about to come up in these comments, but that's what I got for you hoes. All right. You step on my porch. That's what the hell that's y'all better expect that. You step on my porch, that's what you gonna get. You can't blame the girl for being the most liked. She's not the most liked. A lot of them women are just trauma bonding. That's not a like. Trauma bonding is not a relationship. It's not a like. It's not anything. All right, be clear. That's trauma bonding. Okay, that's not a like. Okay, because if she was a likable person like that, I would like her. And the gag is, I've been cheated on. I've been left and everything. But I'm not trauma bonded with her ass. All right. Nor am I allowing what Leisha Sue did to her cloud my judgment and cloud what the hell I'm seeing. Regardless, she has the most supporters. Trauma bonders, Desiflex. Okay, fine. I mean, I was just saying. I mean, if y'all consider trauma bonding a flex, fine. That she got the most supporters out of everybody there. She could keep them. Okay, she can keep them. All right, CCF freak. I'm about to end this in a minute, anyhow. But anyway, that's really it. That's all I got. Like I say, y'all whole hounds. But I'm telling you now, this is what you're gonna get when you step on my damn porch. I'm letting y'all know that right now. So don't get shot. Don't be surprised. Don't be none of that. That's what y'all gonna get. All right. Period. Mama Betty was not in the wrong, in my opinion. She did exactly what needed to be done, in my damn opinion. Shout out to Stormy for not being scared to speak her mind, although I wish she would have went just as hard on her as she did with Tisha. But my opinion. And y'all free to have y'all opinions in the comments, but don't get cute. Don't get cute. You can have your opinions, but don't get cute and don't get personal. All right, because when I get personal back with that ass, I don't want to hear no crying and no whining. So if you don't get personal with me, I won't get low and go to hell with your ass. All right, we're adults. Be a damn adult. You can disagree all you want to, but don't take it personally because y'all don't know none of these cruddy, rusty hoes personal. None of them. Not even your precious melody. All right. So please don't get up under my comments being cute. All right. Because it ain't going to get you nowhere. But read the fuck down. By me and the folk in my comment section when I placard your ass on my community wall. Is there anything else I missed? I don't think so. Anyway, good. That's all I got. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this situation. And yeah, y'all, I will see y'all Monday night. Well, Monday period. But I'm serious, Gail. You laughing. I'm so serious. They're like, I ain't got no time. All right, I ain't got no time. Anyway, thank you, Miss Powell, for your content, boo. KDC, I did that. You got go back to last week's review, friend. I did that in last week's review. All right, I did that in last week's review. Um, But anywho, that's it. That's all. I ain't gonna want to get y'all. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all know what y'all thought about this. Thank you guys so much for the few cash apps that I received. Thank you for the PayPal that I received. And also thank y'all for the super chats that I've been receiving. Greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I will see y'all Monday morning and evening for the Potomac Lab as well as the Married to Medicine Lab. And then Monday night at 8:15, it's a whether you like in a nap panel with Yocrates. It's gonna be on Yocrates' page. And Busy Blue is gonna be the special guest. I don't want to hear it. Busy Blue gonna be the special guest. And that's just that. So yeah, y'all, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. And until next time, I'll holler at you. Bye.